Hey everybody, it's Plant-Based Extravaganza Interview Palooza this week. and some of you were here with me just literally a half an hour ago, so welcome. And Marilyn is back, so we've got some people that are hanging out already, which is yay. And those of you who don't know, I'm going to do like a 10-second. This is about the plant-based bundle that literally you're hearing like broadcast from all directions. It's $49 for $4,700 worth of stuff. Ends Wednesday, 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. After that, can you get the stuff? Yes, but at individual prices. So that's when you would have to pay $4,700. The easy peasy way to do this, so you buy it, go to the page, don't freak out that there are 100 different things there. Scroll to the bottom, click the button. It should download all of them. I am hearing word that it downloaded 60 some for some people. So just double check. You may have to go back in and download some more of those. If I can do it, I will demo what I'm talking about tomorrow morning before I leave the house to get on the plane, or tonight in my jammies. I think you might see me in my jammies the way things are going. But wherever you're watching, there's a link to buy this. If you buy it through my link, make sure to send me an email at kathyhester@gmail.com with your receipt, because I have a surprise for you. But today we're lucky. We have Stacey from the Urban Pharmacy with us, hanging out. Woohoo!
Hey.
And Anthea's back and says hello to us. So Stacey, do you want to tell the people who don't know you yet a little bit about you and what you do and about what you have in the bundle?
Yes, let's do that. Okay, Quinn, do you want to come and can I hold you? I have a toddler. I'm a mom. My name is Stacey Heiny. I am owner of the Urban Pharmacy and founder of Holistic Entrepreneur Society, where I help women not only up-level their nutrition, but their holistic life in general. And I work with clients one-on-one for nutrition as well. I'm a homeschooling mom of a 4.5-year-old toddler. This is Cohen. He is plant-based. He is plant-based. Yes. You see yourself in there? We just have a new puppy, so we're a new puppy, and we have 2 doggies. But I'm a holistic nutritionist, and I work for the Physicians Committee as well as a Food for Life instructor. And I went plant-based over a decade ago, and my whole life changed. And I want to share the power of eating plants with people. And so that is why I made a sauce book, Kathy. So I made a sauce book called The Secret is in the Sauce for this bundle. And if you are watching right now and you haven't gotten the bundle yet, you are crazy town, because it is so amazing. And this is exactly what I wish that I had when I went plant-based. And just not even plant-based, even if you're like, if you're not like, I don't want to go all in, Stacey, I just want to dip my toe and start eating a little bit more plants, right? Or, eating more healthy, or getting a right mindset, or there's so many offerings in there. There's even and literally all the things, getting yourself organized, figuring out how to dress well. Yeah, I need to get organized too. After this bundle, I'm like clearing out my whole house. I'm listening to Andrew Mellon, who's in the bundle. Mm-hmm. He was actually on the podcast today. We aired him today. He's the most brilliant man, and he offered something in this bundle too. But anyways, again, if you guys have not gotten the bundle, you're crazy town. So you need to get it, because you get everything in there. But I made a sauce book.
And sauces are wonderful. Like some of my, because I did a dry mix one, but some of mine are sauces, because I think, and I love the way you started talking about if you're dipping your toe. It doesn't matter if you're doing the standard American diet and you just want to add some extra veggies and get some new recipes. You want to learn some cool stuff from some doctors. You want to learn breathing, decluttering, right? how to use your time better. But there's tons of recipes. And what you've seen on my lives all week is that a lot of people are making other people's stuff and we're just having a ball with it.
Yes, it's so fun. And I made dates. Oh gosh. Yeah, you're gonna put dates. Yeah, you need to take the seeds out. We'll explain this later.
I like that. That's how I feel when I realized that I didn't really get pitted dates, even though it said pitted dates.
Do this, Kathy, we do this almost every morning. We make this like latte with sencha green tea powder. And we have tocos in there. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but that is I found out about tocos in a vegan creamer that I had bought, a vegan collagen powder that I had bought. And actually tocos is granulated rice bran, and it's very high in vitamin E and vitamin C, I believe, or at least just vitamin E, which helps your body produce collagen naturally. And it's also known as an adaptogen. So very interesting, but it makes things taste creamy. So I mix my sencha powder with tocos powder and then dates. And we literally make these date lattes every morning. And I cannot tell you, my husband did it this morning. He turned the blender on. He's like, oh, I swear I took the seed out.
And you hear that noise, like the noise of all scariness.
It's so scary. You're like, did somebody put rocks in my blender?
And you're like, that's my $400 blender, right?
My latte is ruined. I have to like straighten it out, and it's just like, oh god. I've done that so many times.
That rice bran thing? I'm going to put it in the chat. Is it T-O-P?
It's T-O-C-O-S, and I'm going to go get the bag and show you because you need to see it. Okay, cool. You can have a date. You can have a date.
Okay. I'm putting that in the chat for me and anybody else. Oh, okay. It's Tarasol. I have some stuff by now.
It's Tarasol, and I want to say why it's Tarasol. Because they, you know how arsenic can be in rice? Mm-hmm. Did you know that? That's, like that's natural. That it pulls it out from the ground, especially from specific places in the world. So you're always wanting to, try to source your rice in California, et cetera, et cetera. But Tarasol has tested for arsenic, and they're like not even detectable, or like the levels are incredibly safe. I reached out to them, and so I'm super happy about that. And so I use this, and it's just organic stabilized rice bran solubles, but I'm telling you what, it makes 1 tablespoon of it makes your drinks with hot water and dates super creamy. It's incredible. I make hot chocolate with it and everything.
Oh, it sounds wonderful, because it's a lot what I'm using oats for the sauces, because it makes things creamy. It also kind of thickens things up when it's heated a little bit. I'll have to try that. I'm very curious now.
It's really cool. So I found out about it from the Moon Juice Company. It's in their vegan collagen, and yeah, I guess a lot of vegan collagen supplements use it. So it's good for your skin as well. So that's a bonus. So Kathy, I made a sauce book you're sitting here talking about sauces. I haven't even dove into all of what you have. I actually haven't at all. I'm going to be honest, very, very honest with you, because I've seen you multiple times on Chef AJ. So I already know what you do, but I haven't gone down the rabbit hole of Kathy yet, because I feel like when I do, I'm going to have ball jars full of dried spices and like all the things, because you're a foodie. So am I.
Yeah. I have 3 jars of cheese sauce from demoing it this week. So like, I wish you were close, and I would be like, here, have some for your pantry too.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love it. So when I get excited about spices and food, I'm a foodie at heart. But ever since having a toddler and stuff like that, I haven't made like a lot of fancy things. I've been doing. You put all the dates in this thing. I've been jarring things and but not like spice mixes. That's stuff I used to do, and I haven't been doing that. But we're going to go down the Kathy wormhole, and I feel like it's going to be a good wormhole to go down.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I always say use your neurosis for the power of good. I get a little obsessive. So why not just keep going, right? I've done 2 dry mix classes, and I'm getting ready to do my classes, write them up for second quarter. And I suspect 2 more dry mix classes are sneaking in.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy. It's so good. I'm excited. So I need to have all your recipes. But so for the bundle, Kathy, I created a sauce book because like I said, I'm a foodie, but I've been eating plant-based for over a decade. But for my lifestyle, eating simplistically at this moment in time in my life is what works for me really well. And what I have also found helps me sustain this lifestyle. Look, I mean, like when I started plant-based eating, and maybe even before that, I started making salsas, and that was life-changing. And like if you can have some salsa in the refrigerator at all times, you can make like so many dishes. You can make the tostadas. You can make loaded sweet potatoes. You can make soup. Like you can put it on soup. You could make soup from salsa. Like there's just so many endless possibilities. And I feel that same way about dips and dressings and sauces in general. Like if you have, yes, you can get a wipe. Okay, I'm going to get Cohen a wipe as I'm talking.
That sounds great.
So yeah, if you can have some sauces and dips in your refrigerator at all times, you can mix them with starch and veggies and be on your merry little way, like with all the different dishes that you can make out of sauces. So that is why I created The Secret is in the Sauce. It helps me maintain this lifestyle of eating whole food, plant-based. You want to put, we actually need 2 more dates. If you could put 2 more dates in the blender. Oh, well, what stuff are you wanting to put in there?
Because I don't want to get my hands sticky.
Oh, I get that. That makes sense. I wouldn't want to get my hands sticky again either. But the sauce thing, like it's changed my life, and it makes food taste good.
I can do this.
Oh yeah, you can put some spice in there, and we'll tell them what we're making in a minute here. But
some of the things that we've talked about, like people are meal planning and making like a bunch of salads, or maybe cooking a large number of potatoes, both white and sweet, maybe steaming some vegetables. And with a sauce, like, so you could have that same sort of thing every day with a sauce and maybe a few different veggies switch up. It's completely different.
Completely different. And that's exactly what I do. And that's exactly how I succeed, because I am a busy mama. I am a serial entrepreneur. I mean, like, I'm doing a lot. Okay. We're homeschooling. And if I want to maintain eating healthfully, I need to have some sauces and I need to have my starches prepared. And so what I do is I pop like my dry, I like to do my beans in the Instant Pot if I can, but I do, I'm not like gonna freak out if I use canned as well, which I do that too. But like in my Instant Pot, I'll pop in my beans. At the same time, like you said, Kathy, I'll do sweet potatoes and potatoes with spaghetti squash and maybe even like butternut squash. And I'll put it in like the multiple racks in my oven, right? And get those going. And then I'll get rice going on the stove. And then you can chop your veggies. And like, if you have those starches, your beans and your rice and your potatoes, you can make so many dishes if you just have a few sauces and then you have some veggies to add in there. Like you said, cauliflower is going to be different the next night than broccoli. And it's so easy. And it's so easy to maintain, and it's simplistic, but it's also delicious. And that's exactly why, again, I'm so nervous to go down your wormhole, because when I learned about,
it's easy. I'm lazy. I'm super lazy. And then so with the cheese sauce, if you watch it, like literally I toast a 1/4 cup of this until the oats start smelling nutty. And then in my 15-minute demo, I make oat milk and the cheese sauce. And then I put the fresh oat milk in there and we whisk it around for a minute or two, and it's like, ta-da. So
Wow.
I
Okay.
go through some
Okay.
crazy mad scientist stuff, but
I
that's so
might
you don't have to. I
I
promise.
might be able to get on board with this. I know that I'm gonna want to have a few days so that I can really like do this, because I feel like you have some like crazy genius going on in your mind when it comes to food preparation and like just making it one step easier. And I think that that's what is so intriguing about like all the things that you do. So but Kathy, I wanted to show a really easy sauce
And I
from
want
the
to see
ebook.
it.
It's literally done already. Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
all we have to do is blend it. But what it is called sweet heat. And this is one of our favorite things to have. And the recipe that I did,
He's
we're
doing
gonna
the
put that
magic spell with the drumming, and
in.
that's what takes those two ingredients into something otherworldly delicious.
Blend it up. It's true. This is the sauce that like we can actually do thicker, right? And the way that you like it is thicker. But I put it as like, okay, shh. You can do it as a dressing that is actually thinner. And so I did 5 medjool dates. What are you saying to Kathy?
He wants to blend it up, I thought, there for a
Oh,
second.
you want to blend it up. Okay, you're right.
Was I right?
Literally a little bit of crushed red pepper, dates. Okay, never.
I'm a bad auntie in that like I get kids and dogs super excited. And so I'm sorry. I'll take at least 60% of the blame for this one.
It's literally crushed red pepper, dates, and water. That's it. Mic drop. That's all you do. It's so easy, but it's so good.
And so when you make it as a dressing, do you add anything like balsamic or anything in it, or you just simply make it thinner?
That's literally it. So it's like as simple as, there's something called sweet heat from California balsamic.
Yes.
And it has habanero, I believe, in there, or maybe it's just serrano. I'm really not quite sure. I actually think it's a little bit of maybe both, but and garlic and onion in there, I think, as well. I could be wrong, but it's just an infused dark balsamic that is sweet, and it's like it has my heart, and it's just so delicious. Now the sweet heat right here that I made is, you're gonna try it, but it's probably a little spicy for you, buddy. We made this in Hawaii. You definitely don't want to have it with a spoon because it has crushed red pepper in it. You can just dip your finger. It's kind of spicy. So we made this in Hawaii, and Cohen was taking his lettuce and just like dipping it and eating it. And I took a video of it and I posted it. And I was like, if you want to get your kids to eat their greens, just mix dates with water.
Yummy.
And maybe you add a little splash of crushed red pepper to it, which is what we did. And Cohen loves it. And this is a really good like dressing. But if you wanted to, you could just add 5 more dates and make it a thicker dip, which is just good on, I think, anything. You could even eat it with like apples, I think, because you do like caramel apples with the dates, right? Dates and okay, no more. Off, down. Cohen's getting demoted.
He's like, Auntie Kathy smiles every time I do these things. That's why it's partially my fault. He's like, I see it happening.
Do what?
He sees it happening. He sees me get all lit up. That's why I instigate kids, because I find it so funny. But I know that's also because I'm over here and I don't have to do any of the other things. So
mean, you stop this. Stop the madness, Kathy. But if you wanted to, you can make it thicker, and you could do like a spicy caramel dipped apple. Like this sweet heat is so simple. Like it's foolproof. And you just, if you like it spicy, put some more crushed red pepper in there. If you like it just very, very mild, just put a few crushed red peppers in there. But like, regardless, it's good because it's dates and water. Go wrong.
I have a question for you, because this is getting my my exciting brain working. So like, because I love chili pepper. So I was thinking, and obviously this is not the same thing, but it's kind of close. You could probably take a dried chipotle if you wanted it spicy.
Yes.
Take the seeds and the stems and the ribs out, put it in a little bit of water, heat it up so it gets soft, and blend it with those dates.
Oh, there you go.
Which I have
Right.
never thought of before. So this is you, Stacey. And if you wanted a less spicy version, maybe use an ancho or a guajillo pepper.
Ooh, yes. You know what? I haven't talked about guajillo peppers in so long. And I think I actually learned about them from like Rick Bayless or something years ago. Or my dad has like his multiple, maybe a few of his books. And I forgot about that. And I went on like this hunt trying to find them at the International Grocery Store to make some specific sauce with. I don't know what it was, but
do you know
yum.
the ridiculous thing? Okay, let me, and it's okay if you choose not to buy here, but I have a lot of viewers from all over, and some are in very small towns. You can get ancho and guajillo peppers at Walmart, cheap.
Okay, really?
And
yeah, and I haven't been to Walmart. I haven't been to Walmart, but listen, Kathy, I can get that Instacart into myself.
Absolutely. And I'm in Durham, North Carolina. I don't think I even asked you where you are.
Well, I'm from Indiana. I'm in central Indiana, and I really wish that I was in North Carolina right now, let me tell you. I bet the weather's better.
It's weird. Today it was very nice. This morning I had the fireplace on, and then this afternoon I had the house open.
Well, I bet that that's delightful because honestly, that's perfect. I mean, that's amazing. And you got your windows open, which means it was probably around 70 degrees, right?
It was probably closer to like 67 or something. Like if it's above 60, I pop everything open.
Yeah.
And
oh my God.
Once the pollen happens, then I have to close everything up because we get like it's just thick yellow tree pollen. It's real. Like if you've ever seen it on Facebook, that crazy picture that looks like it's wrong and photoshopped, it's not.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
You'll see because my eyes will be red for at least a week or two. And like it's big pollen here because of the trees. Well, I'm telling all the people, I think we need to have a little plant-based commune and we can all like share our ideas and food.
Yes, 100%. And North Carolina is the perfect place to do that.
Well, and there's tons of ethnic markets. So like I go to Campari Foods, which is, there's just stacks and tables of dried peppers. Like I'm the little white lady who's like, is this one as spicy as this one? And they're just like, okay, so glad you're here. And they'll be like, I don't know. And there's a huge tech area. So we probably have 8 to 10 Indian groceries within driving distance, you know.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing.
Yeah.
We have one that I know of.
And it's lucky though, like everybody can get things on Amazon. And what's crazy is Walmart is getting more gluten-free stuff, vegan stuff, and international stuff.
What Walmart also has, Kathy, that's just so funny you mentioned that. Walmart also has the fruit sweetened jam.
Yes.
From Crofters. And I don't think there's literally any other brand that makes just a fruit sweetened jam. I could be wrong, but like I really don't know if there is, to be honest. So that I've seen. And Walmart has that, which is so surprising because I've only been able to find it at a healthy food store or online.
It's always very interesting. So it's kind of like you can take the pulse of the country almost, since it's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And it's just very interesting. And you can always get things on Amazon. And I use Instacart a lot. And it's funny because I used it when I was doing cookbooks because I can't just leave all the time and go get something. And then 2020 came and I was like, ooh, yes, Instacart's amazing, right?
Yes, I know. I was super hesitant with grocery delivery in general. I think I'm gonna bring my puppy up. Hold on.
Oh, that's okay. And Marilyn says Bio Nature makes fruit sweetened jam. Oh, Oh, you
Great.
guys. Oh, he's so cute. How
This is
old?
Aspen. This is Aspen.
Hello.
She's just overwhelmed with all the talking I've been doing about the bundle the last few days.
She's like, I wanted a quiet house.
She just came into the family last night and she's like, who is this woman? I don't know what my life is going to be. And then we've got two other dogs that are trying to acclimate to her. It's been a crazy day. But anyways, I was so hesitant, Kathy, with grocery delivery because I'm so picky about my food and like the produce like that they would bring me, you know, like, are they going to get the right ones and blah, blah, blah. I've had a few mishaps, like they don't believe me when I say I need 15 kiwi, like they bring me one and I'm like, no, I meant 1.5, please, 1.5. And like 30 bananas, they're like 3. And I'm like, no, that was supposed to be 30.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm loving it. And I really love Instacart. And as a busy entrepreneur and mom, like getting the food delivered is like a godsend. And if it's like, I want to make a recipe that day, but I still have work to do, I can do both. It's amazing.
It really is. And I feel like from 2020 till now, and I used them like even in 2018. And I didn't get vegetables then, but like I feel like they've gotten so much better and you can communicate with you and they've even taken pictures. Do you still want this or that one? And it's just been really nice. And Sandra says that Trader Joe's had a fruit sweetened jam, but just discontinued it. Yeah, Trader Joe's makes me sad sometimes.
Oh, I know. Same here.
You find like the best thing ever. That puppy is so mellow, by the way.
Oh, she is like so sweet. We don't really know what she is. She's a mutt. But her demeanor, she's so young. I mean, she's like 8 weeks old. She's so adorable.
Oh, she's so little. And Marilyn was talking about, going back to you talking about salsas, that she added salsa, some brown rice, and some hot water. I make a Southern style pinto beans, which are real creamy. They're like overcooked a little bit, kind of like Louisiana style red bean, but pinto.
Yes.
And she made a tasty soup. And I love that. And again, it's taking those things that you have and turning it into something new and exciting that everyone's going to be like, ooh.
You know what, Kathy? I'm going to spill the beans. And this is something that I think maybe I did. Spill the beans is just a funny way of saying like, I'm going to tell a secret. I think I already put it out to the public anyways a few days ago, but like, I just shared a recipe. I'm going to hold her for right now. I shared a recipe with my society members, Holistic Entrepreneur Society. And it was, Kathy, it was lavender infused into the cooking water of white rice that I put mango in. Can you imagine the flavor? I'm freaking out. So this is the same thing that you're talking about and what your viewer was talking about. Adding the salsa to the rice water makes a major difference. Adding the salsa to the bean juice or however you're making your Southern style beans transforms the food to a completely different level and makes healthy eating so easy and good.
It's so true. And you just, now you have a special place in my heart because I love lavender and rose and things like that in cooking. And we're not the majority usually.
No, not. You know, okay, you have a question?
You got a question?
And her teeth are sharp.
They're sharp. Sharp teeth. Yeah.
And he's just a baby. He doesn't even know they're sharp.
Yeah, she doesn't even know, baby. She doesn't even know, just a little baby.
And Marilyn, who made the soup, said, ooh, I have lavender and mango. So did you cook the rice from scratch or did you use leftover rice in that?
No, I did it from scratch, Kathy. And I think that that's what made it so like next level. I mean, and here's another thing to take it next level. I believe I put the mango into the water to sweeten it and then cooked it. Okay, just imagine. I mean, the flavor, I was like, this is literally like heaven. It is so good. And have to not put too much lavender, right? Because lavender can be strong, just like rose, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm thinking about all the different possibilities now, like, you know, doing this with like cumin and maybe even some coriander seed and toasting that, and then adding my water that I'm going to cook rice in and seeing what it tastes like. You know,
Like an
very
Indian
different than,
inspired pilaf, right?
my gosh, yes, exactly. You got it. Hey, Kathy, now that we're like kind of being foodie dorks here, do you have experience cooking with curry leaves?
Yeah, I've cooked with curry leaves.
Okay, what do you do with them? Are they typically in kachari?
Or they say that I believe they are in Kachari, and they're in some other things as well. So you can get them, like where I go to the Indian markets, I can get them fresh. Sometimes I can get them frozen at the Asian market.
Yeah,
just like
okay.
I
I
get
found them
my
fresh.
lime leaves for Thai food. I get those frozen in the Asian market. You can also dry them. Like, so if you got some fresh ones, dry them in your dehydrator and crumble them up. They lose some of the flavor, but if you're someplace where you can't just go to the Indian market as easy, it's better than nothing for sure, right?
Yeah. Okay, I had no idea that they had spices in the freezer section. That's crazy.
Well, and it's always like, so that's where I can get, and I always say this wrong, I think it's Galanga. Am I saying?
Galangal.
Galangal, that's it. Okay.
Kathy, okay, I just got that powder. I just got the little powder. Yeah, mind blowing, totally transforming my dishes. I'm like, oh my Lord.
And the powder is really floral too. Like I find coriander a little bit floral in a really positive way too. But so like if you can get some, so like if you can get some of that, ginger, turmeric, you can put those in your freezer too. Like, so you can get, I go to the Asian market, get the ginger and just toss it in and deal with it later. Sometimes I'll go ahead and break all of it down and put it in ice cube trays when I'm feeling snazzy. But yeah, and it's in this weird little place at Lee Ming's in Durham. So it's like not where you expect it.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I feel like I've seen it at the international grocery store that I go to the most. But I don't know what it is because I need to find the actual Asian word for it because they don't have it, like it doesn't say galangal, but I feel like I've seen it, like a picture of the fresh. So I need to look that up and figure that out. But I got the powder and just started playing with the powder, and that has already given me like in Chef Yin's raw ebook of this bundle, she uses galangal in the top in her tom yum soup.
Yeah, and it's great. I have a tom yum paste that I made. So I actually bought some other tom yum pastes and made one. But when I was on her Instagram last week too, and she mentioned something that I've never seen here, which she called it torch ginger flower. So it was a flower, it's the flower of the ginger, and it's sold in South Asia in their market. So I'm going to ask, there's two big Asian markets, and we have an H Mart. So I'm going to see if I've never looked for it, but she said it's also often cut up fresh as a garnish, and it adds this beautiful flavor.
That sounds unbelievable.
I know, and I've never had it. So I'm like, I started looking it up, and there are some farmers that in North Carolina, they grow fresh ginger. It's always like baby ginger, right?
Yeah,
it's delicious. But I was thinking too, I might be able to go to the market, find someone who does that, and see if I can get them to harvest a flower or two.
Yes, good idea. Great idea. Oh, you know, that is fascinating, Kathy. We actually grow ginger, so you're freaking me out. Yeah, we sell our produce at the farmer's market, and we just we literally have Hawaiian ginger in the garage to put in the ground this year, and we got some last year. And I'm freaking Kathy, if I have ginger flowers and you can't find them, I will send them to you.
Okay. I feel like we need to pinky swear or something, or get like BFF necklaces now. And when I was looking it up on Amazon, the torch ginger, you can buy the plants for torch ginger.
Okay, so it's a different type of plant?
I'm not really sure. I'm this much into it.
Oh my God. Well, we're going to have to find this out. I can't wait to tell my dad about this. He's going to be like, what?
Yeah, and evidently it's used in Thai food a lot. And it's just, I love all the international grocery stores and trying all these different foods. And I'm like a freak for Indian food. I make so much Indian food, and I could eat Indian food.
Do you have an Indian food ebook? Because I need one. I mean,
no, I do have some Indian food classes because I teach something called Kathy's Cooking Club, which is 2 live cooking classes a month that you can watch the replays or buy individually. And last year, everybody, because no one was going out, they wanted international food classes. So I want to be real clear. We're not talking about authentic food because I've veganized it. I've made all the options so it can be gluten-free, soy-free, oil-free, salt-free. And if it's not naturally salt-free, I give you a salt-free option. But we did some Indian food. We did 2 Thai foods. We did some Vietnamese. We did a lot of Middle Eastern. I made kibbeh.
Oh, I've heard of that, but I've never had it.
Well, yeah, that's because it's meat inside of meat. And I was like, I accept this challenge. And so I made a mushroom meat on the inside, and I actually used millet and quinoa to make this kind of ground meat, crunchy exterior. It was super fun.
What did you say was the inside of it? Mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
Wow. That's awesome. That sounds so good. Oh my God.
I know. We need to have Chef AJ have like a big meeting for all of us so we can like go and try a bunch of different foods somewhere. Now, I want to know about this entrepreneur. I'm so sorry. You finished.
No, you're fine. I said our minds would be blown.
And it would. And you just said you did an entrepreneur group. Now, is this your group or a group that you're joining? So let's tell everybody a little bit about that, and who are you looking for to kind of join in on that?
Yeah, so I started this program in September, and here's the deal. I've been an entrepreneur for over a decade. I used to own a Pilates studio, a brick and mortar studio, and then I got into network marketing, and that I'm still in, and that gave me the opportunity to sell my studio and be home with my son. But I've stayed an entrepreneur the whole time, and I've learned what not to do. I've learned what to do and what not to do, right? But here along that same 12 years, I've been going on this health journey, right? And I try to live a very holistic life. So whatever that might mean to you, it means something different to everyone. And I want to have you on my podcast so I can ask you about that. But I tried to do like low tox living and mindset work and, mind body connection, all of the things that I'm super passionate about that I believe encompass a holistic lifestyle, and eating whole food, plants, right? So I teach women, not just women, to do that holistic lifestyle, but women entrepreneurs. Like that's really what I've created this program for. Not to say I can't work with people one-on-one, like if they want to live a healthy life, but the society is really where I want to put my energy and what I'm growing right now, because we meet bi-weekly and we get tips on how to grow our businesses and how to brand ourselves, but at the same time as making sure we're prioritizing our health. Because what's happened with me, Kathy, is when through this entrepreneurship journey, I have not prioritized my health and then crash and burned because I didn't feel well, right? Or like I'm not taking care of myself. So I have this deep down fire to make sure that women who are like rising up to their ultimate impact on this earth are actually taking care of themselves.
I love that. And I'm not smiling at you. He's making faces. And then actually, I just put up a comment that says, laugh out loud at Kathy trying to keep a straight face. So I think the program sounds amazing. And it's real. And I'm trying not to look at him, but he's so cute. So, but that sounds awesome. Now, do you also work with people on like a nutritional way? You have a nutritional program and an entrepreneur program separate, or they're together?
The program is separate. It is okay. I'm working on building out a separate program, but it's not going to be until later this year. That's for women who are not entrepreneurs, but that can kind of be in like the society, like community type situation at the same time. But I do work with people one-on-one, like they can work with me for just 1 hour to get like guidance on where to get started. Or they can do like a 12-week kind of like immersion where you're meeting with me once per week and just kind of high touch point, like what would you like to work on? You know, health is a lot more than just what we're eating. It's a lot of things. So, you know, what do you want to tackle? Do you want to detox, you know, the products in your home? Like, let's go through those, you know, reduce the chemical exposure, you know, maybe start incorporating more plants. Like it's a whole thing, right? Like it's a whole lifestyle shift. So, I do that. I do either of those options for people.
I love that. And so where is going to your website, the Urban Pharmacy, the best place for people to kind of go and sign up on your mailing list, and then they'll hear about these new things as they're happening?
Yeah, so there will be a pop-up on my website asking if you want a checklist. It's a holistic office checklist, and that is one way that you'll get onto my newsletter. Or you can follow me on Instagram. But yeah, going to my website, the Urban Pharmacy, which is HERBAN, like herbs, and then farm, like a farm, or pharmacy, .com is where you can stay connected with me and, you know, join my private group and learn more about working with me.
That sounds awesome. There's going to be puppy photos in the newsletter, right?
There's going to be puppy news.
Yeah,
I haven't sent a newsletter out about her yet because the bundle has been top priority, but I'm thinking I might like send one out tonight and title it, "We Got a Puppy." and she's been in the bundle chaos.
Oh, she's so cute. Well, thank you so much. I know you've been so busy because we were talking yesterday, and Anthea said she's really excited to check out your book, and she's gotten the bundle.
Get the bundle, people. Do not miss the bundle. Seriously, life-changing.
There's just so many things. So wherever you are now, just enjoy the things that you want now, and you have a whole year to download everything except one, and they're going to send out an email about that. That's time sensitive. Yeah. So a lot, like right now, you might be like, ooh, I want all the cooking things. And then maybe in a couple months, you're like, I want to learn why we want to eat plant-based, right?
Yes, so exactly. It's a total journey, and like there's something for everyone. And even just one or two of the ebooks out of the over 100 pieces of content you're getting are worth $49. So like there's just no reason not to at all.
Right. And how much is yours not in the bundle?
$29.
Okay. And my class is $35, and then like, yeah, that takes care of that right now. Well, I am going to let you get back to your incredibly busy life. And thank you so much for sharing all your cuties with us today and your information. And the sauce sounds great. I can't wait to try it.
I'm going to go and I'll message you, and I'm going to go down the deep dive about this burnt ginger. Okay. Like, okay. Mic drop. I'm like, are you kidding me? We're going to have to do this now because I need to know about it. So my friend, it was amazing talking to you. And I can't wait to geek out with you more in the future about food. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be super, super fun. So everybody, this is actually my last live of the bundle.
Get the bundle. Oh, hey. Helen, do not do that. Oh my Lord. Kathy.
It's totally fine. That happens. So, okay, good night, everybody. I may come live from the airport if there's time, but if not, get the bundle and you'll hear from me in emails tomorrow. And bye, Stacey. Thank you again.
Bye, Kathy. Take care.